Namaskar, Namaste, welcome in my YouTube channel, Grade 9 English, and all you are welcomed here. Here, today you are going to watch Unit 10, and that is the Earth and Space. And this is very interesting, and as we know, we studied this one in our previous courses of grade 10. Now we are getting started. Look at the pictures and talk to your friends about them. Now there are altogether 4 pictures, and first picture, yes, this is the first picture. And can you guess about the picture? No, who is he or she? No, here this is Earth, and here who is he or she? An astronaut from NASA, because there is the logo of America. No, there has been written NASA here. Yes, that's here astronaut. Similarly, in other picture, yes, tell me about the picture here. This is Saturn. Saturn is the 6th planet from the Sun and the second largest planet in our solar system after Jupiter. It is famous for its huge system of colorful rings. Saturn has a large family of more than 62 moons. Like Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune, Saturn is a gas giant, a huge ball of gas and liquid with a small solid core at its very center. Saturn was named after the Roman god of agriculture and wealth. Similarly, here gas gaps, no rings here, and polar region, the Saturn moon, 62 bands of cloud, no bulging equator. Now this is the picture of Saturn. Similarly, about third picture, now can you say about this? Yes, even in many and more videos, no broadcasting from television. I mean, war between Russia and what is the name of the country? Ukraine. No, just you have seen many more pictures. Yes, rocket, and that we call it what? Yes, missile rocket. Okay, and here a large cylinder shaped object that moves very fast by forcing out burning gases, used for a space travel or as a weapon. It is used as a weapon. Similarly, about the third picture, here, no, can you say, can you guess what is it? Certainly, you are correct, because that China's Sky Eye is the world's largest radio telescope. That is the radio telescope, and is extremely sensitive in the low frequency radio band. China says it might have detected signals from an alien civilization. Now, let me say something about alien. Belonging to a foreign country, extra extraterrestrial life. No, terrestrial, जमीन, भूमि, and extraterrestrial. भूमि भन्दा बाहिरको जुन छ foreign country, that belonging that foreign country, that we call alien. And we have seen in many and more films related about alien. न कोई मिल गया. Similarly, yes, this is a picture of a good alien. Similarly, here bad alien also. that does not, they do not help us. No, instead of helping, they come here to harm us, people of earth. Now, here, reading first, look at the picture and answer the questions. What do you see in the picture? In the picture, what do you see? Yes, I see a boy is fishing. And do you think life exists on planets other than the Earth? I feel yes, certainly, because we are not well known about the universe. That's why, and sometimes from reading from different articles, we came to know that from different planets, from other planets, some comes here towards us. A message from another planet, that is the topic. A message, sandesh, message from another planet. Suren Maji, no, let me start the lesson. Suren Maji, the name of the boy, Suren Maji, sat on the sandy bank and sandy बालुवाको है ब्याङ्कमा किनारमा नदीको किनारमा बालुवा किनारमा of the Sunkosi river. What is the name of the river? Sunkosi river. He had been fishing all day. What had he been doing? Yes, he had been fishing all day. But what is the result? Had caught nothing. He was tired and the twilight was changing into darkness. And the time was twilight, dusk, no? Sunset, after sunset. And he was tired. Who was tired? Suren Maji was tired. And the twilight was changing into darkness. Suddenly, in the distance over the river, Suren saw a bright object. What did he see? A bright object. It might be a helicopter. And he thought it might be a helicopter. He thought probably going to Dictel. But there was no noise. No, it does not have any noise. It came closer and took on the shape of a saucer. Here, saucer means what? A small, shallow, round dish that a cup stands on. Now, let me say more and more about the meaning of saucer. Yes, this is the cup and this is the picture of saucer here. No, tastari. Similarly, other, yes, that is the also no the picture of saucer. यो उल्टाएर देखाएको छ यसमा. Now it landed on the bank. It took on the shape of a saucer. It landed on the bank about 50 meters away, no, from Suren. Suren got up, no, and walked to the object here. And what happened after that? When once he had seen a film of a spaceship meaning a vehicle that travels in space carrying people, Antarakshiyan. And once he had seen a film of a spaceship, probably this was one, he thought himself. It might have come from another planet. No, on the basis of that film, he guessed, yes, it might have come from another planet. As he went closer, what happened? A door opened and Suren was drawn into the vessel. Tanios Labitra. Vessel means what? Yes, that ship, large boat. And he found himself in a room with what appeared to be a large number of control panels with flashing light. And what happened? When he was drawn into that vessel, there was a large number of control panels with flashing light. Flashing, as you know, shining brightly. He was frightened and almost jumped when he heard a voice saying, "Welcome to our spaceship, Suren. Don't be afraid. Sit down on the coach behind you." What is the meaning of coach? You are very well learned. A long, comfortable seat, that is a sofa. "How do you know my name?" Suren asked. Then They replied, "We are from another planet and we have been observing Earth, no, for several months. Our devices have recorded radiant television broadcasts and broadcast to send out a program on television or radio prasarana. And we have learned to speak English. Since it is the most widely used language, by using a long distance listening device, we learnt your name and that you are the best student in your school. We have chosen you to pass on an important message to the leaders of your nation and of the world. No, you are very clear about that. What is the purpose of choosing Suren? No, to send the message, to pass on an important message to the leaders of no his nation and of the world. Do you think that leaders will listen to a poor kid like me? Then Suren asked. Do you think that leader will listen to a poor kid like me? Please open the door. I want to leave, Suren said. You can't leave now. Look at the screen. The ship is several thousand kilometers from Earth, although only a few minutes have passed. केही मिनट बित्दै नबित्दै हेर्नु है स्टुडेन्ट कति टाढा हामी पुगिसकेका छौँ. On our planet, all the resources are recycled, whereas on Earth, you are wasting your resources. Soon there will be nothing left. No? This is very simple. Give your people the message that collection centers should be set up in every town and city on Earth. Cans, bottles, world household appliances. Now, meaning of appliances, a machine that is designed to do a particular thing in the home upkaranharu. In fact, everything which is no longer in use should be taken there and recycled. Here, the message that no, here collection centers should be set up in every town and city on Earth. And cans and bottles, household appliances, in fact, everything which is no longer in use should be taken there and recycled. Student said, if I tell people that I have been in a spaceship, they will probably think I am joking or perhaps out of my mind. यदि यो कुरा म भन्छु कि म स्पेससिपमा चाहिँ गएको थिएँ अनि उनीहरूले मलाई हेरेर के सोच्दैछन् यो त पागल भइसकेका छ आउट अफ माइन्ड. Don't worry, the boy said. We will give you an object that will prove that what you say is true. Pick it up. It's a tiny computer. Tiny, small, very small. Far more advanced than any found on Earth. When it's examined by computer engineer, we are sure your story will be believed. जब चाहिँ पृथ्वीका कम्प्युटर इन्जिनियरहरूले यसलाई जाँच गर्छन् अनि मैले यो दिएको टाइनी कम्प्युटर जुन छ त्यो फार मोर एडभान्स अनि कहीँ पनि पृथ्वीमा यो चाहिँ छैन अनि उनीहरूले विश्वास गर्छन् पक्कै पनि यो सूर्यले भनेको कुरा सही हो. द स्क्रिन लिट अप, भिटु अफ लाइट अप एन्ड सूर्य saw the world growing larger and larger. सूर्यले हेर्छ अरे यो त दुनियाँ पुरा अगाडिमा. He saw the Himalayas and the river Sunkosi where he was fishing. The screen grew dark, the door opened, and Suryan stepped out onto the sand. र सुरेन त्यताबाट निस्कियो. No? After that, as soon as he was out of the spaceship, it ascended at an enormous speed and disappeared. जसरी सूर्य त्यसबाट चाहिँ ओर्लियो अनि के हुन्छ इनर्मस स्पिडले एकदम विशाल स्पिडमा त्यो उड्यो माथि गयो. एसेन्डेड द अपोजिट अफ डिसेन्डेड र डिसएपियर्ड. At home before going to bed, Suryan wondered whether he had been dreaming. But when he put his hand in his pocket, he could feel the tiny computer. No? It means, indeed, undoubtedly, Suryan had been in a spaceship. No? Now here, find the word from the story that are either opposite or similar to the word. Dawn, opposite of dawn. No, what is the opposite of dawn? Twilight. No, signing, similar, signing up, similar, flashing. No, took off, opposite, landed. Modern, similar, advanced. Descended, opposite, ascended, I told you before. Great, similar, enormous. And here match the words with their meaning. Here, now, saucer, spaceship, vessel, flashing, coach, broadcast, appliances. Yes, appliances, appliances. Okay. Now, here, saucer, a small, shallow, round dish that a cup stands on. A spaceship, a vehicle that travels in a space carrying people. Vessel, a ship or large boat. Flashing, shining brightly. Coach, a long, comfortable seat. Broadcast, to send out a program on television or radio. And appliance, a machine that is designed to do a particular thing in the home. Similarly, put the following sentence in correct order. Here, no answer, correct order. In one number E, second G, no, third C, four F, no, here 5A, no, 6B, and 8D. In this way, you should write full sentences like me. Okay, go ahead, answer the following question. Why did Suren think about the bright object at first? What did Suren think about the bright object at first? At first, Suren thought about the bright object that it might be a helicopter probably going to detail. Where had Suren seen a spaceship? Suren had seen a spaceship once in a film. How did Suren feel when he was drawn inside the vessel? Suren was frightened. No? How did Suren feel? Suren was frightened when he was drawn inside the vessel. What had they known about Suren? They means that the no, voice that came from another planet. They had known about Suren by using a long distance listening device. How? How? By using a long distance listening device. Similarly, how do they manage resources on their planet? Not on Earth, but on their own planet. No, they manage resources on their planet by recycling things. Why did Suren express his inability to deliver a message at first? Suren expressed his inability to deliver a message at first because he thought that leaders would not listen to a poor kid like him. What message did they want to pass on? They wanted to pass on the message that collection centers should be set up in every town and city on earth, and can and bottles, world household appliances. In fact, everything which is no longer in use should be taken there and recycled. Similarly, why did they give Suren a tiny computer? They gave Suren a tiny computer to make Suren's story believed by everyone. Do you think people will believe Suren's story? Give your reason. Yes, I think people will believe Suren's story because they gave Suren a far more advanced tiny computer which is not found in the earth till now. If you met someone from another planet, what advice would you ask for about the earth or Nepal? No. If I met someone from another planet, I would ask for the following advices about the earth or Nepal. Now, would you mind giving me advice how to set up recycle center? Please guide me about the way of collections to cans, bottles, and household appliances. Our country, Nepal, is very famous and rich in natural resources. In this way, other, no, you can read yourself one by one. No, up to no. At last, thank you all. See you again. Bye bye. No, pronunciation. Listen to your teacher. What sound do you do the final ed in the words make? Put the words in the correct box. No, here you should write here. walked, passed, asked, finished, jumped, no, opened, frightened, no, id, landed, ascended, recorded. Now here, if you want to learn more and more rules about t, d, id, no, and also other one, then you can here. I have given the link of the video and you can watch. Now here summary: k, p, s, ch, ph, s, no, t. In this way, you can study more and more. No grammar first. Fill in the blanks with a preposition in, at, and on. Now here we will meet at A number at, number B in, number C, no, on, number D, here at, number E, here at, number F, here in, number G, here in, number H, here on, number I, at, and number J also on. Now you choose one of the word phrases from the box or complete the sentences below using in, at, or on. No, the a farm, a school, prison, the airport, no, Santi, Chalchitra Hall, bed, hospital, the station. No example. May my train arrives at 4:30. Can you meet me at a station at the station? Similarly, number A. I love Saturdays the most. I can stay, no, on bed until 8. Similarly, my favorite movie Pashupati Prasad is playing in Santi Chalchitra Hall. Many people are in prison for the crime they committed. And I like the village, especially the fresh air. I think I should work on a farm in my village. Do you make many friends when you were in school? Arshila had an accident last month. She is still in hospital. It was not a long flight. We were in the air for only 25 minutes. And when our flights was delayed, we had to wait at the airport for about 2 hours. In this way, writing, imagine you have recently met someone from another planet and spent about an hour with him or her. No, write an account describing your feeling and reaction. No, this is very nice one. No answer. Once I was roaming in Charco Sejhari and thinking about another planet. Many ideas were hovering in my mind because I read many articles about another planet. I have watched so many films related to alien. Meanwhile, I tripped on a stone and fell down. Suddenly, an unknown figure was far more different from the people of Earth caught my hand and asked me to be safe. I frightened, he said in English, don't be afraid, I am from another planet. I came here to help you. You are a good person. He consoled me. After that, I asked him, how can I believe you are from another planet? He showed me a machine which could fly like light. Its speed was like a light. Soon I found myself in space. I asked him about his planet. He said, we have no currency. We don't eat any food. We live on electric charge. It reserves a minimum of 6 months after a full charge. There on my planet is no corruption. All are busy creating new and far more advanced technology. We can learn and understand English only. We use only sign language there. We create a child without pollination. No? And we generally think about other planets which are suffering from different disease, no, corruption, lust and power and transient things. Our lifespan is one pelican. One pelican means 5,000 years. We do not spend our life in idle and nonsense activities. For example, marriage, wedding anniversary, birthday ceremony, festival, different costumes, and so on. We only study and research for others' goodness. We never fight and quarrel like you. There are no political parties like Earth. No, we are free from these dirty games. All we are honest and dutiful. We understand our responsibility. After a one sided talk, I asked him, why are we not so? Can we make it like you? Why do not you help the people on earth? He replied, yes, it is possible to even on earth, but they do not understand us. When we travel earth, they are frightened like you and follow us, thinking that we are their enemies. 1 hour was spent, and I requested him to send me back. He gently opened his hand machine, and I stepped out in charco sejari. I thought it was my dream, but not. Catching a print on my wrist made me believe that it is true. No, I wish our earth is the same. Okay, thank you for